Reformation was the split of the Catholic Church in the 16th century, dividing it into major denominations that are highly practiced today. The people who were involved were Martin Luther, John Calvin, and King Henry VIII. It spread throughout Europe, but it started in Germany. The events that started it were Martin Luther putting the 95 Theses on the church doors in Wittenberg, and also Martin Luther basically calling out the priests what the things they were doing wrong. The significance of this is that they tried reforming the practices that had been set for hundreds of years, and the turning point is when the church divided into different denominations and Europe having more religious tolerance.
For our sensory figure painting, we chose Martin Luther, and for the left side of his head, what was going on during this time period was that the priests were trying to sell religious indulgences to the people as a way for them to get their sins forgiven, not only past ones but any future sins. And on the right side, the changes occurring were that Martin Luther saw that this was ungodly, and he tried to change this. For the hands, the priests were rushing through their ceremonies, and Martin Luther posted the 95 Theses, which stated that the Bible was the central authority, and the people could only reach salvation by their faith and not by the things they did. For the heart, the people were trying to buy their way to heaven by buying religious indulgences from the priests, and the priests would use this money to build churches. For the feet, the way it globally impacted was that this made the Europeans branch out into different religious groups, which also created a larger tolerance for different religions.
Alright, for our next pain was the periodization pain. That was mine. For our first picture, it's Martin Luther nailing the 95 Theses on the church door in Wittenberg. This protested the sale of indulgences to the people, and along with many, many other things. And it was pretty much the start of the Reformation in the Christian church. For the next pain was Martin Luther's translation of the Bible. He was exiled, and in the meantime, he translated the Bible, which originally most people could not view the Bible unless you knew Latin and Greek and you were high up in the church. But now Martin Luther has translated the Bible into German, and he has distributed it to many people in Germany. The next one was in Wittenberg. Luther burns the excommunication threatening paper from Pope Leo. And this was pretty much the first act of defiance we saw from Martin Luther, and it inspired many, many people. The next pain was actually Martin Luther's exile. So the Pope came around and did exile him, which gave him time to translate the Bible. And exiling, it led to many riots and eventually caused the 30-Year War, which was a war between the Protestants and the Catholics. And at the end, there was really no winner. Europe was divided, and the north was the Protestant half, and the south was the Catholic half. So, yeah.
For our questioning pain, the first question was, how did the Reformation affect the European Catholic religion? And it affected it by branching out into two different religions, the Protestant and the Catholics.
Our second question was, what was the difference between European views on religion and the Mongols' view? And the Mongols, they were open to any religion, but the Europeans were strictly Protestant and Catholics.
The third question is, do you think being more tolerant to religious sooner would have helped Europeans grow faster? I do believe so, because then more people from out of Europe could have contributed to European society and helped it grow faster. Thank you.